Hello everyone and welcome in the garage for the Kuala Lumpur Grand Prix, the Malaysian Grand Prix. You can hear a little bit talking in the background, that's just the TeamSpeak that we use during the league races, and we are here for Apex Online Racing Season 10 on F1 2013, and it's a 100% chance of rain in quali. But it's 0% chance of rain actually in the race, as you might have already seen. So I'm a little bit in doubt here about what I'm going to do with my setup. Um, I had a little bit of trouble with the braking because I got a new pedal set and a new wheel, and I still need to adjust to it. Going for very strange balance here. I'm assuming I'm gonna adjust that for suspension. I mean, gonna put up my arrow just because it's raining, and
Good luck, guys.
I'm gonna leave it at that apparently. That's interesting. Quite a long time ago since I raced this. And we are here. It's the end of my first lap actually. And you can see Honey Badger, who is really quick, has set a 35.9 I think that was. And we set a 38 flat. We're in 6th and we're 2 seconds off the pace. That's terrible. Anyway, just want to show you that we are here for the start of my fastest lap now. Going very deep into the last corner to get a good as possible exit. I was running very short gears for this race, and you can see here we're going up into 7th gear, getting there nicely without the DRS, and first corner sticking very close to the apex, doing that nicely, getting a nice exit here, no oversteer hopefully. No, that was very stable, so that was a good first sector in my opinion. Yeah, at least for me it was. And let's see what's the time. We are 1/10 up. That isn't that amazing. Getting very close to cutting that corner and extending, but just on the limit. That's what we want to see. And we're going through this left right, which is very difficult. Negotiating it quite nicely. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, missing my apex there, and missing my apex there as well. You want to be very close to the apex, take a tight line through there, or at least I find that to be the best. Braking just before the 100-meter board, flicking it and sliding it through the corner, and here into second, third, struggling for traction, but we are 3/10 up. But that's still a terrible lap, because we were 2 seconds down. But my last sector on my previous lap was very bad. So let's see how much can we improve it by braking here nicely, flicking it in first gear. You don't really want to go into first there. You want to keep it in second and get better traction using the rest of my cars, and DRS is broken, but that doesn't matter because we are of course in the wet. And let's see, can we spot a braking point there just as the white line comes into the track. And the exit, it was a terrible exit, but let's see, can we improve? We surely must be able to improve. We said at 37.2, still 1.3 seconds off the pace, and that is the best time we actually got. So yeah, we are in 9th position, 1.5 seconds off the pace in the end. I can tell you, Honey Badger got pole, Marco FD in second, Double D in third, Ferrari doing very well, getting a second and third position. Hamish, my teammate, in fourth, as you could see, and the rest of the grid isn't that important to us, because me and Hamish actually want to go for the championship, but it isn't gonna happen if I keep messing up like that. Here you can actually see my actual setup that I did use. I put down wings for the race, and I was really happy with this setup, to be honest. And my pace was actually quite good, only in the wet. I had a little bit of difficulties. You see me thinking about the wings for quite a long time. I was in doubt about going maybe 2-1, maybe 4-1 or 3-1 wings, and in the end decided to go 3-1, which I still think is the best for a combination of turn in and just straight line speed and stability on the rear as well. You can see me here. It is a 3-stop race for sure. Hamish in 4th, like I said, me in 9th, and I think ahead of me, yes, it's is that Possis? It is Possis. Klawutski and Wycombe's actually surprisingly low down in 7th and 6th, and Wycombe's out qualifying Klawutski, so very nice job from him. We got +1 laps of fuel. We are in Ridge, and it's 5 lights, and they're out, and away we go. Getting quite a nice start. I shifted very late generally. You can see me even with the short gear shifting up at 100 kph and getting a very good running through whiskey using almost all our curves. And here brake very late, shoot up at the inside of a lagging Cool Cat, and we are up into 4th position. An unbelievable start, but Hamish pushes us a little bit to the outside so we can't get to our apex there. And there you hear TeamSpeak actually. And yeah, but what can we do? Can we get back at Hamish? We launch it. No, actually don't. Oh, but Hamish runs very wide, and there's a little bit of lag. We tend to have a little bit of lag with Hamish, and Cool Cat shoots up the inside, and I get rammed out wide by Fizzler, and I get another push. And absolutely, yeah, we just lost each time. Look how much Marco, FD, and Double D have pulled out, and Honey Badger as well. So yes, we had a very good initial start, very good first corner. Only there we get screwed over. So yeah, you see Hamish going a little bit wide here, but we go a little bit wide as well. You get on the curb there, you don't really want to get on the curb. And it's now Fizzler up ahead. I believe in the race I can be faster than Fizzler. So we're gonna try to overtake him. Lucas Schumacher behind, I'd say about over a second behind actually. And here locking up, but can we go up the inside? It does look like it. Only our straight line speed isn't that amazing because we are running the shorter gears. But can we hang it around the outside here? Braking quite late, going for the switchback actually. Now and here we can actually. You can hear the TeamSpeak there. What happened? Yeah, that is Marco and I think Hamish or Honey Badger colliding a little bit. It was it was Honey Badger.
Sorry.
And yeah, there you hear Hamish apologizing for being so sympathetic about cheering about getting the position. But I think Hamish is now in 2nd position and Double D is actually in 1st. We are up into 4th position, so very nice start from us, and we have indeed overtaken Fizzler. And we are now in a Red Bull sandwich. 7/10 ahead is Honey Badger, who is very quick, but tends to be a little bit inconsistent at times. And with here you see us running wide, we can't really settle into a rhythm, and that is our main problem in general. Our pace can be very good, but I can be a little bit inconsistent here, sliding it through the corner, just braking too late really. But still managing the corner reasonably well. And yeah, it's now 1.2 seconds almost to Honey Badger, so we are far outside of DRS, which of course is activated after the next lap, after this lap. But Jesus, Honey Badger, no, Fizzler is actually very close on our rear, and we skip ahead to the end of lap 3, and we see Marco FD who has come back. We see him going around our outside, making a little bit of contact, but nothing too major. Fizzler right behind us, trying to take advantage of it, but Marco has gone through. We couldn't do the switchback, but we are in the slipstream using all of our curves, I think. Yes, all of it. And can we launch it up the inside? No, we can not. But Marco goes a little bit wide, so I get on throttle, try to get on throttle very early, but it just doesn't look like we can get through. No, we can't, and now we're in dirty air, losing a bit of time, turning it too early actually, having to correct the steering wheel. And here going very wide, they'll put Fizzler on our back. And yes, Fizzler now has a run on us, he's very close, and you can actually overtake him to the next corner if you brake very late, and we aren't confident on the brakes, so Fizzler can maybe do it. Can he hang it around the outside? No, he cannot. We cut him off a little bit on the exit there. It's all pretty fair, but you see I lost 1.2 seconds there, despite using all my curves in the first sector and have the slipstream from Marco. So yeah, Marco is now 8/10 ahead, so we probably will get DRS. And you see the pit stop flashing light. So are we gonna come in this lap? The tires look pretty good. So yeah, you can go for the undercut, but you will suffer in the later stages of the stint, because pressure tires are a huge advantage around here. The tire wear is pretty serious. We lock up a little bit. No, we don't decide to go into the pit though. And it's Fizzler behind us. We don't get the arrest from Marco. He's pulled out too much of a gap. He's very quick in the last sector. You can see he gained 7/10 on me. That's insane. And Fizzler, is he gonna throw? Gee, that's a Lotus, I think, going up the inside. Is that Cool Cat? Yeah, that is Cool Cat. Cool Cat was American, but he is lagging a lot, so you don't really want to be battling with him. but he is very quick. So then again, I don't want him on my back either. Um, and I do think he's actually quicker than me. So we lost another 3 times to Marco, and Cool Cat is right on our ass. He's trying to hang it around the outside, but he just about convinced it is just too high speed this. But here again we mess up, we run wide and we have not an optimal corner. And here again it's just such sloppy driving for me, that's the problem really. Cool Cat is right up our ass. He is quite aggressive, and here we get a little hit from him. Actually running wide, and that's gonna put us under pressure from Fizzler as well. But now we just about managed to... Oh Jesus Christ, Fizzler throwing it up the inside there. I did not expect him to make that move, but then again we did run wide, so a little bit for that corner. So yeah, credits to him for actually doing that. It was pretty fair, although a little bump, but that doesn't matter, it didn't throw me off or anything. So here you see the pit stop light flashing again. Whoa, that's pretty difficult to pronounce. And are we gonna go into the pits? Yes we are, but we lock up slightly, so we run wide a little bit. But we did... Oh Jesus Christ, a lot of oversteer. But in the end we are in the pits, and I think it's Wycombe's following us in. We aren't gonna be held up by him, and it's Fizzler behind us as well, so we did overtake him sort of going into the pits. So very aggressive into the pits, which gained us actually quite a bit of time despite half spinning in the middle of the pit lane. So it's Fizzler on our ass again, and we have stayed ahead of Wycombe's. We skip ahead to the end of lap 5, and let's see, is anyone else pitting? It is Fizzler right behind us still. We can't shake him off, he is quite quick actually. And we are at the moment in P10, and I don't think... Oh, there's one person in pits. Who is that? That is... Let's have a quick look. That is Cool Cat. So Cool Cat has actually performed an overcut on us, which is very unusual to see. But credits to him really. Doing a very good job at that. And now you see him flying. So yeah, he's lagging quite a bit. And you see pushing Fizzler a little bit wide and lagging a lot actually. So yeah, that does throw you off as a driver. And now into first gear through that corner. You want to take it into second really. For it to be ideal, and now we're chasing Fizzler right up a still and cutting that corner slightly, so that's not that good from us, but also trying to get out of his dirty air and having a nice corner this time here, and that's how you want to take it. And we're now right up Fizzler's ass again, but on the brakes we're just not confident enough to throw it up the inside there. We're just also too far back, and it's now 3/10 to Fizzler and 3/10 also behind to Cool Cat actually, but running a little bit wide there. Yeah, you just don't want to run that wide in the corners here. Taking a very wide line into this corner and keeping it in second, but having a little bit of oversteer on the exit, which put us a little bit further away from Fizzler again. I do have DRS though, and I do think we're gonna have DRS for the next straight as well. So let's see, will we have it? Yeah, I'm sure we must have. We have quite a nice exit actually, much better line than Fizzler there. So we are quite close to him. Can we perhaps go up his inside? That's what you really want to do. Although you can go around the outside. No, we're gonna throw it up the inside. Are we? Fizzler runs a bit wide, he brakes a little bit too late I think. And yes, we're gonna try to hang it around the outside, putting up into second gear, just to try and get a good exit, but Fizzler pushes us wide. So we can't get on the power as well as we would have liked, and also hinders Fizzler's exit. But yeah, at least he stays ahead. We cut that corner a little bit again, so yeah, not the cleanest of driving from us, but then again not the fastest driving from us either. So yeah, I'm actually quite disappointed with how this race is going so far. We are in P9 of 13 after being in P4. So yeah, not really what you wanna see really. Our teammate, I think, is in second, but don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. He's just going 3 times quicker than the previous best though, but we run wide there, and that puts us under pressure from Possis, who is now behind. So it's an absolute clusterfuck as well from cars. And that's what is mostly is in the mid-pack actually in these races. We have already raced China and Bahrain as well. But yeah, in the mid pack it's just an absolute clusterfuck, so you can't show your true pace really. And I don't know what I was thinking there. I was way too deep in the corner, broke way too late, probably didn't account for DRS. And now you see Coolcat lagging a lot, so that that really makes you hesitant to actually make a move. And yeah, so here we see Coolcat going up the inside of bosses, and ahead is just it's 5 cars in the space of, well, what is it, 10 meters. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't show your true pace here. We will be able to do that, but here you see actually going purple by 7/10. So we are pretty quick, and I back off here slightly to let Elcrack and Posses through, because I do think I hit Posses a little bit. And yeah, we're now on the back of Elcrack, who tends to be a little bit slow, couldn't corner there a little bit, but mostly because there wasn't any space elsewhere, and we have overtaken Elcrack. Is Posses gonna go through as well? Yes, he is, and I think Elcrack has even lost position to the guy who was behind Posses, which I think is a terrible corner there. You can just see I'm not focused enough. 1.4 seconds down, -1 lap of fuel, just all going the wrong way. And do we lock up here? No, actually we don't. I expected myself to do that actually. And Posses is right up our ass. We don't have DRS because Coolcat has pulled too much of a gap on us. And yeah, it's lap 8, is still about 4 laps from when you really want to pit. And Posses is going up our inside here. Can we try switch back? Not really, go a little bit wide actually. But we do get DRS, and we are very close behind him. It's Lucas Schumacher behind, that's the Williams. And Honeybait is saying a 35.5, while we set a 39.2. Okay, we were battling, but still our quickest lap is still 2 seconds slower almost than the quickest lap of what's his name, Honeybadger. I almost forgot his name there. And yeah, we have overtaken Posses into the first corner there. But Posses, is he gonna come back at us? It does look like no, he has to hang it around the outside, but he is doing that actually. He has got amazing traction there. I don't know how he did that, but that's absolutely great driving from him. So yeah, fair play to him. And he has taken us back. I didn't expect that. And now yeah, you can see just hesitant on the turn in and then cutting the corner. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, we are now in P9, and someone throws it up our inside. That's Klawutski actually, who is generally very clean driver, but I can tell you he was very annoyed with how his race was going. He was annoyed by the lag, and there Wycombs were getting absolutely swamped, lost 3 positions in the space of 2 corners. And yeah, he was very annoyed with how the race was going. He didn't like it. There was too much lag, too much contact. He doesn't actually like being in the midfield either. But then again, that's his sort of fault for not being quick enough, really. And we see. I actually thought that Lucas Schumacher was going in the pits, but he just went very wide. Looking next to Coolcat, which I was actually quite happy about, because he was lagging so much. And that was impossible to really race with him. Also, it gains us another position, and yeah, we're just being harassed really at the rear by Lucas Schumacher, and Wycombs taking quite a terrible line through that second corner, so not having a good exit. But Schumacher had an even worse exit, so it doesn't matter. And now we skip here ahead to the beginning of lap 11, and we see Magnussen coming out of the pits. I think that is Magnussen. And yeah, Magnussen is an alternative strategy, if I'm correct. I think he's doing a 2-stop and started on the prime. And
Sound resumed.
has destroyed his vehicle. And now you hear the team speak a little bit.
Fuck me.
What happened, man?
Fuck this.
Here you hear
Yeah.
WD not really being happy.
Fucking
Okay,
unbelievable.
so yeah, and I also asked him what happened, and yeah,
First.
I asked him what position he was in. He said first,
Unlucky.
and
That's
yeah,
fine.
what
User
happened was,
disconnected from your channel.
there you hear WD also disconnecting, was
Nick,
really
I'm winning.
pissed.
Oh god, Marco is super quick.
That's
Sound
my
muted.
teammate actually saying he's winning. I actually mute the sound now because I don't like driving with the TeamSpeak on. But yeah, I can tell you what happened to WD. His controller has some sort of glitch that sometimes it keeps it sticks in the first gear or just whatever gear it is in at the moment, as we pit by the way on lap 11, so it's a little bit early, but one lap early, but that's okay. So yeah, it keeps it in the gear you're in, but it keeps accelerating and turning. I think it's
Sound
right.
resumed.
And yeah, Double D has had that problem a few times now, and is getting very annoyed. He was in first position, he was winning, a well-deserved win that would have been. And yeah, but we pit on the end of lap 11, skip ahead 3 laps onto lap 15, start of lap 15, and we are actually getting overtaken by Lucas Schumacher. So yeah, he has come back at us, which isn't great to see. He's in 7th position now. 7th position, few points, still not really where we want to be. I'd like to be battling for the top 5 positions to be realistic. I think the win would be a very long stretch. The top 5 would be nice, but then again Kluwitski is 1.5 seconds behind us, so if you can keep him behind, that's actually quite an achievement. Because he is very quick. Only not this race, he wasn't, I don't know, he couldn't get into the groove. And if you watch his POV, you can actually hear him complaining about how terrible it went from his point of view, in his opinion. Yeah, we are now 7 tenths behind Luke Schumacher, and Kluwitski has caught us up by a whole second. But then again, we did lose a second to our previous best, so we are, yeah, we're just very inconsistent. And you can actually see, if you remember, Honeybaker's fastest lap, like, I don't know, it was 7 laps ago I think, he set a 35.5 and we now set a 36.5, and there you see Magnussen actually setting 34.9. So yeah, he's 1.5 seconds quicker than us, 1.6 seconds. So yeah, our driving is pretty bad. And Lucas Schumacher, now we're trying to overtake him. And we have DRS, but we have to go around the outside, and we're not that good on the brakes, and we go off the rubbered in line, so you lose all the grip there. And he actually, well, he shoves us up a little bit, and now he's got the rubbered in line, so he's got way more grip. We use AOR curves again though, try to do the same thing that we did on Marco, although it didn't work that time. And now throwing up the inside, cutting corner a little bit again. I really need to stop doing that. But I think he's got a better traction, and yes, he has. And it's Kluwitski on our inside there actually, but he'll have the outside here. So yeah, we can stay ahead, I think. Oh no, we run a little bit wide, so Kluwitski might have a little bit of a run on us. When we go wide here, Kluwitski really harassing our ass. And yeah, very close. Here I actually had a little bit of a glitch with the recording, but Kluwitski goes a little bit wide. Try to throw it up the inside here, but no, it just doesn't work. We actually use him as a brake a little bit there. Why comes his teammate behind us, so we're in a bit of a sandwich. And it's the start of lap 18. And can we throw it up inside? No, we're just way too far back. Kluwitski also trying to overtake Lucas Schumacher, and we are having to look in the mirrors as well, because Wycombs has got us up quite a bit the last few laps. So can we actually overtake Kluwitski? No, it does not look like it. We get very close, but we can't really overtake him. 3 tenths up on the previous though, so that's pretty good to see. And yeah, to be honest, here this just shows how my race is going. I'm having a bit of difficulty lately performing under pressure in the races, but yeah, by the looks of it, there are more people that are in the same boat, that have the same problem. It's Wycombs now 4 tenths behind us, pretty much. Kluwitski 6 tenths ahead, and yeah, we will get the arrest, so we'll probably be able to defend from Wycombs. But here Kluwitski throwing up the inside of Lucas, and they actually make contact, and we go through. I actually cut off Lucas there a little bit, and Kluwitski pulls off to the side. and yeah, he retires from the race. He was just too fed up with
Sound
with
resumed.
the lag. He was getting too annoyed.
User disconnected
And
from your channel.
I actually resumed the sound there to ask, well, not
Sound
really to
muted.
ask, to hear if Klawitsky said anything about me hitting him or Lucas hitting him maybe. Always good to hear. But yeah, here you can see Fizzler 8.6 seconds ahead, Wycombe 6 seconds back. So really not much, there's not really much more to happen here in this race. And I do think we are gonna come in at the end of this lap. So yes, there you see pit stop. And we are 6 tenths down. Our tires are starting to go off. Of course, we've pitted in lap 11, so we've done 8 laps on this set. So we'll have to do 9 laps on the next set. Cut Fizzler by a tenth, I think. But Wycombe has cut us by multiple tenths. So yeah, it is time to pit. I think I prefer also doing the undercut. I prefer just being ahead and defending rather than attacking. Although I'm starting to lean towards doing overcuts more now. And here you see we actually lost quite a lot of time to Fizzler. Lost like 7 tenths, 8 tenths there. And we lost also 7 tenths to Wycombe's, although our middle sector was pretty much equal with our previous middle sector. We lost only a tenth there. So yeah, you see us selecting the prime tires and our fuel is back to optimal. It was in -1 earlier in the race. How do we negotiate the pit entry? That's pretty good, keeping in the second gear, revving that out. And this time not half spinning. So yeah, that's much better than last time.
Sound resumed.
Those Wycombes, yeah, Wycombes follows us in. And I resume the sound to perhaps listen to maybe something that my teammate has to say, or anyone has to say really, because this is a moment at which you can take the time and listen to that. And very close to hitting Wycombes there. Of course that can't really happen, but yeah, it did look very close. We skip ahead actually, because nothing happened in that stint. We skip ahead to the start of lap 27 and you see Fizzler is 5.9 seconds ahead. And I don't know if it was a mistake by him or that he actually meant to do it. Wycomb's 10 seconds back, by the way, so we had superior pace in this stint. But I think Fizzler selected the option tires for his last stop. He stopped, I think it was 1 or 2 laps after me. And now you see 5.8 seconds. That's okay. So yeah, we are on the primes, which are worn. I agree, but yeah, the option tires of course will be much more worn after doing almost 8 laps on them. Or 7 laps now for Fizzler. So here, that's pretty decent as long as you stay on the line. This is also where you can actually, now I'm in a clean air, I can actually show what I've got. So yeah, I was hopeful of actually catching Fizzler. And let's see what's to get now, 5.7, so it's really not looking too good really. Yeah, it's coming down by 10th. We'd have to catch him over 5 seconds in the last lap. And that's not gonna happen, not with drivers of this caliber. And you can actually see there's only 9 people left. A few disconnects, Double D would destroy this vehicle, and yeah, a retirement from Klawitsky, and yeah, there goes, I think it was 13 people we started with, now 9 left. So 4 people in the end have gone. Oh, Crack also disconnected, I can tell you now. And it's 5.6 to Fizzler, so that isn't gonna happen. Also 1.4 down on my previous, and my tires are getting worn. You can see the front left, it's getting quite red really. But there actually, if you look up ahead, Fizzler, visually it doesn't look like 5.6 to me anymore. So we can see what's the gap, and it's actually 5.2 now. So we close him down quite a bit, about yeah, quite a few tenths actually in the first sector, and 2.5 tenths up on the previous. Marco already crossing the finish line to take the win.
Sound
And
muted.
there you hear Hamish congratulating Marco on having an amazing race. I can actually tell you Marco was half a minute quicker this race in total race time than Kifla's season 8 race, which Kifla won. And here you can, it's actually 3 seconds now to Fizzler, and we can actually see Fizzler. We close him down by 2.2 seconds in that one sector. So maybe it's on, maybe it's on. Maybe we can catch him, but it doesn't look like it. He must make a mistake if we want to catch him. Although we are very, very close onto the back. We have a little bit of course left. Do we have Rich Mixter? I don't think we actually put it up into Rich. Oh, we have actually already put it up into Rich, my bad. And we can't outbreak. Now we go into -1 as well. So yeah, it's very, very close, but I think now it's just a little bit too much. We do get the DRS, but the run to the line is just too short, and we run out
Sound
of fuel
resumed.
just to top it off. So yeah, here we see finishing in 7th in the end. 34.9 is faster lap compared to Marco's 33.5. Hamish 33.4. Just those guys were so much quicker. In the end, 1 minute and 3 seconds of the total race time. And yeah, that's all you really need to know, isn't it? So yeah, quite a disappointing race for me. Hoping to do better next time out in China. Of course, I already know how it went. And yeah, also I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, hope to see you next time.